So, Angel's watching something she probably shouldn't be watching. It's like when Karens go crazy, whatever. Some chick's getting arrested. And I'm watching her get arrested. And she starts off calm and, "Oh, I don't know what's going on. To then she starts threatening the people that called the police on her. Apparently shoplifting, I don't know. And then now she goes and she escalates from that to physically assaulting a police officer, spitting on a police officer. And, I think she physically assaults another police officer. And so I'm watching this and I'm just like, when I come in contact with a particular authority, I make myself as small as possible. Y'all know I'm a bright light. I'm a shine big. I don't care. I'm done shrinking myself for people. But when I get around a particular authority, I'ma shrink myself. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, what can I do? Hop, skip, and a jump. Sure will. Because one, at its extreme, I want to walk away with my life. And two, at its infancy, I want to walk away with a warning. But what they're doing and what the system in itself is doing is capitalizing on the quite literal hate between a particular group and a particular group. Because if they can capitalize on that hate, they understand that even just in coming into proximity with these particular groups, they're going to combust, period. So nothing even needs to be happening for something to happen when these two groups are in proximity because of the training. Okay? But what they're also counting on is I watched this female, or I was going to say young lady, I was like, this woman, she don't even deserve that. This person, because the police officer said, you're acting like a vile human being right now. She was. Like, I don't even want to claim her. Y'all keep her. But this individual went from expressing remorse to threatening bodily harm to threatening, saying, I got kids. And then in the next breath talking about, I'll come and myself right in the middle of this store. I'm going to create a problem. I ain't letting this go. You better quit your job. I'm coming for you. These are all threats, but they're all charges. So she's just racking up the charges because she's running her mouth. Empty wolf tickets that she ain't even gonna back up. But they count on that level of ignorance. They count on us not to develop ourselves past running our mouths and having to prove a point. They create us to be like, yeah, the black person automatically is the aggressor. Why? Because if the black person is automatically the aggressor, there's going to guaranteed be a black person in jail and a black person in the grave. We wipe two out in one simply because we both got to be the aggressor. Or one of us is the aggressor and the other one can't back down. So they put us in these situations, but the system is capitalizing on the escalation of, once I'm in this space, self-destructive behavior. This woman went from just getting arrested for suspicion to resisting arrest, threatening bodily harm. I just made that one up. But that threat is something. Now she on side watch. And then when she spit on the cop, now she got a felony for assaulting a police officer. Like, she just racking up charges. Can't afford none of them. She in there shoplifting. She can't afford these charges. But they're counting on that. So we must stop being so low rung that they could capitalize off of our ignorance. How many more decades and generations are they going to capitalize off of our ignorance? Are we going to elevate and escalate to the point where we're like, this is a trap, this is a game? You got me on this charge and that's it. Hop, skip, and a jump. What do you need? Yes, sir. What do you need? It's a trap to try to prove a point any other way. Sometimes resulting in you no longer walking this earth. Sometimes resulting in you getting arrested for nothing. For nothing, but they got that power to do so. Sometimes when they got that power, you're supposed to yield. I'm sorry. Call me what you want to. But if they got that power, I would rather not have to pay any fees for bowing down and to not have to be mourned because I yielded, to not have to be locked up. I'm watching this man be locked up, and I see how that's even a part of the trap where they're breaking this man's mind. He has a normal mind. And when the guy whose hand he broke that got him put in solitary confinement walked up to him and he was like, oh, see, you think like the outside. We don't think like that in here. And I was looking, I was like, this is a campus, because it's a campus. Sometimes thousands of men, thousands of women who have shifted into caged animal mentality. And they take a person who has regular mentality and they break them. And I'm watching them break this man who's in there because somebody bumped his car into the red. He didn't even park in the red. Someone pushed his car into the red. And then, of course, the police officer was being handsy, so he pushed him up off of him, which they're counting on the escalation. Just be cool. This nigga is in front of a police or in front of a judge who's saying 30 days isn't enough. He needs 60. And then he's so prideful, he wants to go to court, or he wants to take it to trial, which he has to wait 60 days to even get to the trial. So he already did his 60 days to get whatever he's going to get on top of that. But pride got him. They're counting on us to be stupid. That's fucking stupid math. Do your 60 days. Don't cross hairs, because you don't know which ones to trust. And that's what I told Dre. One individual is throwing slaves overboard and the other individual is going and picking them up. Whose ancestors or predecessors or subsidiaries, I don't know. Who can we trust? We don't know. So just stay out there motherfucking way. P.S. God is working on racism with me and releasing me from racial biases. So I'm really fighting. Like, I am in an internal battle of untangling everything that I know to be true, because everything I know to be true, whether I have experienced myself, is true. Y'all did that shit, and y'all continue to do that shit. But on the other side of humanity, it's just like, who did what to me? What have I actually seen? What have I witnessed in my 40 some odd years on this earth? What have I experienced? And everyone from this particular demographic has only been nice to me. Somebody spit on my car. Did they spit on my car because of the color of my skin, or they're just a fucking asshole? Did they spit on my car because I'm a female? Did they spit on my car because I wear glasses? Or did they spit on my car because I have locks? Who knows why they spit on my car? We can assume one thing, but we don't know until we're ready to sit down and have a conversation. And then once we have a conversation, they'll realize, well, that ain't even why I don't like you. I don't like you because I was trained. We actually don't have a reason not to like you, which is me. I don't have a reason not to like you, which is why I've been cool with you for the most part, but I hold these biases. And so as God works with me to work through these biases, because the only way that we can unite humanity is if we unite humanity, and the two biggest enemies are us. So in order for us to do this, for me, my Black American experience, I can't speak for the world. I can't speak for all cases of brutality. I can't speak for anything. I'm speaking about what I'm speaking about. So those of you who are incapable of filtering what you hear, that's like blaming Kevin Hart for every crime against a particular demographic because he told a joke a decade ago. Like, that's irresponsible reporting, and that's just asinine. Blaming one person's philosophy for everyone who else says that this is their philosophy, but their actual outrage and crime is completely different. They're just blaming that because they're too bullheaded to actually drill down and figure out where this anger is actually stemming from to heal past it. So I said what I said, and I said what I said, so try to apply it anywhere else. It's your choice. I said what I said, and I'm trying to heal my race wounds. Did my church wounds. Now we working on race. Come on, healing.